My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product. Hello everyone, welcome to the weekend review where we recap the previous week and anything extra. This was good enough. Good enough week. Alright, recap time now. Okay, now we're getting closer. Alright, now recap time. Let's go over. Monday we did the hero versus villain thing. So if you're wondering from last week, when I talked about that xiphoid thing, that was the video. It was a fun thing, you know. I thought it was cool. You know, we got to use some of the evil bays. Yeah, I didn't do the HASBRO. It's fine. We talked about potentially 2023 for Beyblade Burst, using information regarding that, and also following that. We did talk about HASBRO clowning on them, and that tweet, that's an early screenshot. That's way more now, by the way, if you're wondering. Wednesday, we talked about what 2023 else could be for HASBRO, potentially. And yeah, after that, Ragnar review, baby. We're still missing Ultimate Evo, still not shipped. But yeah, if you want to see the review of Ragnar, you know, check it out. You know, we go over it. I thought it was a nice review. We show all the possible stuff with Ragnar. Thursday, we tried out the armor, actually, on some cutie stuff to see, you know, actually, hey, does it do some cool stuff? Friday, we did the review of the Ultimate Fusion DX set. Very, very nice. So obviously, this weekend was very focused on that. Maybe more HASBRO afterwards. But very nice review where we go over all the bays and we just have like some crazy battles. And the review is long, but we do try to go over everything as best possible in detail. Obviously, the reviews are always going to be first impressions, but yeah, I liked Saturday. Was Hyperion versus Helios. Yo! Hey, that was a pretty exciting matchup between the two of them. And then after we had the H gear video where he tried out all the possible gears. Yes, I threw in V gear, but I'm still waiting for the final actual gear to be released for it. And some pretty good battles, I would say. We did like a nice, you know, casual marathon with the thing, just showing it off, trying to see what works, what doesn't with it. Was a cool way to highlight H gear to make it interesting, since I already did testings of it. So I thought, you know, it'd be fun for the main. Look at that, it slapped chain. Whoa, what else can it do? Find out on that video. Also, this morning, if you like Ultimate, we did battle with it. Alright, revised future plans update. Still missing Ultimate, so tier list is going to be on hold. Good news,
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Don't say that, because you said it before, and then after the HASBRO ninjas watched the video and they delayed our order. But Rise and Downfall, whatever the name's going to be, I have to think of a good title. I printed the script. That's as far as I've gotten so far, but the script is done. I'm going to be probably recording this week for the thing, and we are aiming to have it around the same time that it originally came.
October 29th.
Okay, October 2. That's my deadline. It's like an assignment now. Okay.
Yeah, it's before Halloween, so they all can celebrate it as well.
Yeah. The important thing is that with this video, I want to make sure I articulate myself properly, and also that the video is well edited. Like, I don't want to, if I just wanted to ramble, that's any other video. I wanted to, it's a special video for me. Alright, now go there full screen for the thing. Testing channel. So we covered the Metal Fight remakes, and it shows the only long sessions trying to really figure out how good they are. Ragnar, we tried to see, hey, is there any value in it? Spoilers, not really. Then after we tried to see if the armor, G13 or whatever it's called, could work for QD. Maybe you'll be surprised. Then after all the testings for the other stuff, for Belial 3, H-Gear, Super, King, the Fusions, I'm not doing M/R, that's pointless. Maybe I'll do some other stuff afterwards, but as I promised, I have delivered on it, and you will see more content on that eventually. Now, here are the winners for the Ragnar thing. It was 2 Raphaels, so congrats to Zanza X. And then after 2, 3, 4, I'm going with that one because it's terrible at rating. But congratulations, you have 2 days from when this is published, so Tuesday to contact to get your prize for TT Raphael. Sick. Okay, now this was part of the survey feedback. People wanted us to highlight comments, so we'll go over some of the ones I liked from this one. So I think a lot of the agreement was just on the idea of there could be that extension, which would be a nice thing for filler products, and it could just keep it alive a little bit longer, or even the potentially BU Plus. And also, it is true generally that it just sells so well. So would they end it? I don't know. If they run out of ideas, I guess. But I feel personally it'll keep going. Not because this is my content, but I feel just because of how it is. Now for the next one, which was the HASBRO video, I was very surprised. It's very interesting to read a lot of perspective from people from other communities that also say, yeah, HASBRO and this specific brand for what they do, not really doing it. And it's really an unfortunate situation, especially with how pricing has been. And no, it's not just inflation. Yes, inflation is always going to be a factor over the years, but HASBRO is just greedy. Like, that's how it is. Like, if you've seen the value of, like for Beyblade for an example, if you compare the value to sets that are the exact same price from years ago, and you see what's actually inside of it, it's them just trying to maximize profit and cut. Now, I think that's it for those two, actually. Do I have a third one? Okay, yeah, here it is, the general survey. So I think we clocked in a good amount of responses, some for, some against, and it was very good to get a lot of perspective from our fans and to really get an idea. Listen, I take this feedback to heart. I wouldn't just do this and then after not look at it, right? There's a lot of stuff I agree with, some I'm like, I'm not too sure, but I do think that for our direction for this channel, there is a better idea of where I want to go with it, and you'll probably see small change. Like, I mean, we're doing this for an example. This was something people pointed out, just doing a comment highlight. So we'll try to go for every week in review for this, and just general stuff. I was very surprised, actually. There's a lot for competitive on that survey. I thought it would be really just dominated casual. No, there was like a fair mix between the two. Like, those really took it up. So, as far as content-wise, you can expect, again, a balance of both is what my goal is. But still, my goal is the informational videos, right? You know, that's what I want to do. Alright, now enough talk. Spriggan, we're getting the news this week. Okay, shout out to J&J Store, by the way, for the render. Okay, so we know it's supposed to be, this is, by the way, an edited image. You can read it on the thing. Okay, well, if you can't, then yeah, it's edited concept. Now, what we know is there's supposed to be 2 gears on it. Now, whether or not these are actually 2 fully new gears, or if it's recolors of the new gears that have released, we don't know yet.
No, 2 new gears.
You guess, whatever, I don't know.
It's the price.
We wait and see. We wait and see, right?
It's priced like Achilles.
Whatever it is, whatever it is. Now, the second bay is a recolor of Ultimate. No, I want red Ultimate. I really do, but I'm afraid of the white rubber, so maybe do some, I don't know. What color do you think it'll be? I'm hoping for red, but probably not. But what color would you say? Green? Would you think they would do green?
No.
You think red? What about purple?
No.
I think purple would be cool. Not purple?
They'll do red.
You think red?
Yep.
Okay, now for BU Spriggan.
Purple, they gotta mix. Red is a plain color.
No, but purple they could. They could do black purple. Black purple red.
No.
No, like you remember the Black God Valkyrie Strike God?
They wanna close with a bang. So Rashad, new version.
Rashad. You gotta do Rashad. Okay. So for BU Spriggan, here's where we're gonna leave it off with. Comment your predictions. Okay, we're gonna do a giveaway. It's gonna expire next week. Only today you can enter, because if the news comes out afterwards, obviously you can just edit your comment. I read the comments.
Yeah, plus there's all the official images late this week.
Try to go for your most accurate prediction. It is kind of random, but if I see something that's the most accurate, I'll try to pick that.
The colors.
The colors, the parts on the Spriggan.
It's not to say it's Valkyrie, we know already.
What do you think of the colors for the Valkyrie? What do you think of the parts for the Spriggan? Also, I think this will be interesting to see how it is. Obviously, whenever we get a render, it's like, well, we don't really know. I mean, Hyperion and Helios, we got the render, and they're looking... Actually, well, that's the topic for the end, the special one at the end, but I think BU has been very good so far, and I don't think this Spriggan will be bad. I think at bare minimum, it's going to be serviceable.
It's maybe one of the best seasons.
And another
limited
correction...
product.
Yeah, 100%. Another correction I wanted to say is that this looks more closer to Lord than World, and that was a mistake that I said World. I said World just because of a general round shape, but okay, just testing out the stuff, alright? Well, we're going to review it when we get it, huh? No, but what do you think for the Spriggan? What do you think? Do you think it's going to be really crazy, or do you think it's just going to be better than Astral?
better than HASBRO.
Okay, that's what I think.
Just said they're gonna close with a bang.
I think so too, because we're leading more and more into December. That's what's also really fun about reporting this, because even though we know it's ahead of time, we don't know how they're gonna do it. So, because a lot think, oh, because you talk about this stuff, we're spoiled on what's the next. No. You gotta think about.
Can you imagine if you can do a band-ending of Spriggan?
Oh, that'd be crazy. No. But listen. Even though we know ahead of time, every single time there's been hype on these releases, trying to figure out how they're gonna perform, how it is. There's still that mystery to them, so. It is very exciting. What are your predictions on the release date? I'm going with November.
Prediction?
For the release date.
You want a prediction?
I want your prediction.
I know the date, but you want a prediction?
Yeah.
The date is 12, but the prediction is 12.
Okay, that's what it's going with.
November 12th. Saturday.
Wasn't Raphael also early in the month?
Last year?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, it's the calendar.
Either way, I think early November.
They always do like this. Bigger stuff in October, so to give people to buy stuff for Christmas, even though in Japan they don't celebrate really Christmas, but they do celebrate in terms of buying stuff.
Like just general holidays.
Yeah, so it's never in November. So that's why in October there's a big set in 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, well.
But I've read a lot that people are complaining in Japan about the prices. The prices are much higher. Not everybody, not the elementary kids.
I mean, like, they'll always say, but like...
No, but the price is raised. So this set is on the base price 600 yen more than the other one.
I want to be clear, there's a difference between a price raise that's like this over the years versus like if HASBRO does it. There's a lot of a difference in that one, for starters.
TAKARA TOMY been pretty mild.
This is another thing I wanted to touch on between TT versus HASBRO, but in terms of bays, I would say if you're trying to look at it technically, I would say, now obviously I don't have a, okay, so I would have to back it up with analytics on this, but I think, okay, just in pure discussion and just basing this on anecdotal, so kind of just nothing really, I would say bays in Japan would sell technically better than, let's say, bays here, because there's a big difference, and for starters...
No, there's a big demand.
There's big demand in Asia, different areas and regions, and not only that, you gotta think about it like this, that the bays there are normal. The bays here are so different and everything, and prices vary, and HASBRO's HASBRO, right? So there's not gonna be the same level of demand for the bays, right? And what I think is that, I think obviously HASBRO's a big brand and will make billions and billions, and then after following that's probably TT. They have this relationship, right, with Beyblade and other, what's the other one? Isn't it like Transformers Nerf or whatever?
So Beyblade is from TAKARA TOMY, that HASBRO buys the catalog. And Transformers is from HASBRO, that TAKARA TOMY buys the catalog.
And they work together.
But at the end of the day, everything is made in the same factory. Transformers and Beyblades, they're all made in the same factory in Vietnam. So there's why it will be really hard for somebody else to take the franchise of Beyblade from HASBRO, because
it'll never happen.
And don't forget that there's a collab between HASBRO and TAKARA TOMY in terms of designs.
Yeah, we talked about this in the
past. We met a Japanese designer working for HASBRO in Rhode Island. So, and don't forget, all the HASBRO exclusives in reality are TAKARA TOMY based. That TAKARA TOMY decided not to release them, and HASBRO took them.
I think we have talked about this before. Yeah. There's also the behind the scenes when we showed the designs of, what was it, Ogre and Kraken, I remember, and
that's what that was actually. That when you met PVG in New York.
Yeah.
What I'm talking is this was.
No. I'm saying those are two different things. But what I was saying was if they wanted an example of what it would look like. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. I did not communicate that right.
No, but we did met.
No, we did. It
was on the Toy Fair of 2018, the one they announced the world.
But that's the other thing too, is that a lot of people need to realize something, is that if you want base to change, the answer's in that rise and downfall video, because I'm not giving it away. No, it's really simple. It's that people have to speak out on it and just push the brand.
And I see a trend. People complaining other franchises.
I've seen the tweet. You changed the image. Hold on. The image is still on that one. Hold on. Change the image. Go to Week in Review. I've seen the complaints. And a lot of people need to realize it's not complaining about Hasbro or Hasbro here. First of all, they sound like...
We support ours for the longest time.
We give credit where credit's due, but when people say like Hasbro, like there's a difference between hating on hating and criticism. And when we actually give criticism, when people say, "Oh, you're just hating," then it kind of ruins the conversation, because there is good that they do 100%. But if the bad outweighs the good, you need to speak out on that. That's what's important about this. And at the end of the day, you need to realize something, that the goal for everyone, have the better product for everybody to enjoy. Do you think I do a Hasbro, you're gonna think, oh man, I can't wait. Okay, well yes, but also, because I want consumers to know if the money makes sense to put into it. Because don't forget, another reason why we did the testing channel, and I've said this countless times, I've said this in podcasts, whatever, the purpose of this is to prove what I say. So if I say Hasbro bays aren't good anymore, okay, I prove it. Testing video, show the results. It's a matter of fact of just proving it in the principle of fact, right? It's not just talking, oh, I think this, I think that. Okay, that's one thing, that's first impressions, but afterwards, you gotta have like something there to go with, like...
Not even that. We supported Hasbro for the longest time.
For the longest time.
We paid from our own pocket to go to New York Toy Fair for 4 years in a row.
100%.
Hasbro didn't pay a penny. If they asked Hasbro no money, they just gave us pass to a private showroom, that's all.
But that's like a thing for like any influencer.
So yeah, so for media, for press.
For media, yeah, but like influencer.
So when people say, "Oh, Zankye hates on Hasbro," no, it's not crazy. It's still the reality. The moment we start seeing that the quality wasn't there, and the questions you ask on New York Toy Fair, where's the metal, where's this, and they start giving excuse the following year more and more. We saw the decline. Start from 2018, that was a strong year for Hasbro.
Yeah.
On the New York Toy Fair, they had everything. 2019, that's where I see more and more.
You gotta realize too that, like I've given criticisms here. I just enjoyed Hypersphere, but the biggest thing too, and I will mention this in that other video, is that early on I didn't really understand like how important the difference between the two bays were, because I was a casual player at the time that did not really pay attention. But when I really started looking into the bays and trying to understand the competitive, trying to really understand how the bays are designed, how they work, I did start to realize, I'm like, wow, they really are doing changes for the worse, because I regret what I said in the turbo thing when I said, oh, they're balancing. No, that's not balancing. That's just reverse creep, which is not a good thing.
It's the liquid metal.
Liquid painted. But that's the whole thing. It's changing perspective, right? That's what's important with having opinions, is that it changes over time. I don't think I would keep the same opinion. So,
you know what's getting cheaper than Hasbro? Mall bays.
That's a good segue.
So a lot of the bays.
Wait, hold on. Before we go to the deals, I have to answer the question, because we did the testings. Do you need 2 sets or not? I would just say have 2 sets. Now, you can work with just 1 set, but generally I would just prefer 2. Now, what I mean by this is that all these blades, Super and King, and you can see the testings, they're really just like best for attack, right? And the thing is, you can kind of get results with the stock blades, but I prefer like just double M and double R. I think those are where you're going to get your most consistent results. So when I say you need 2 sets, that's what I mean. I just mean double set of the blades. And for an example, we have a deal here where it is 2 of each, so you can get 2 of Hyperion or 2 of King Helios, and a free
It's not
Gatling.
2 of 2, it's 2 plus 2, it's
2
4.
plus 2.
So,
wow, really?
So, yeah, so you get 4 that you need. You get Gatling for free.
Whoa.
So you don't get the package, but everything is sealed in a box with stickers.
But no launch or whatever, but you get 2 Hyperion, 2 Helios, and a Gatling Dragon?
Yes, it's part of the deal.
Wow, that sounds like promotion to me.
No, this is one of the deals we have. Like if you want the whole thing, everything, 2 boxes.
2 bearing drifts, 2 launchers.
You can have, hold on. You can have the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or if you just want one, you cannot afford the full box, you can have just one like that, you got the free layer. And try to be reasonable.
Yeah.
Shipping, okay, this is it's almost a kilo, the package. With all the package, so it's expensive, the shipping.
I gotta say also, because we're in Canada and everything, to import and everything, the prices are the way that they are. Because again, we're a Canadian importer, right? It's not, we're not as fortunate to be in a different area. Maybe it could have been cheaper. So that's why also issues with worldwide and that type of stuff. It's only select locations.
Plus we pay 13% tax in Ontario.
Yeah, scroll down by just to show the currency thing. I think
actually it's US dollars now.
I think this was a very good weekend review. I thought we got some very good discussion. I thought maybe I could have added maybe a few more things, maybe just little research points, but I think it's okay. For the rest of the month, what you can expect, more Hyperion in it. Now here, I don't leave off with just nothing. Tomorrow on Monday,
tomorrow's holiday in Canada. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving in Canada. You're welcome. And it's Columbus Day, I think, in US. Is it a holiday in US, 100%?
Okay, so like I was saying, DB/BU, Hyperion, and Helios, no high mode. Sorry. Listen, I did the survey, I got the thought, they said, hey, don't do it for this one. Next one I can, because it's only one bay, not for this one. It was a good one. It was a good one. Actually, even though it was only in the DB Stadium, really good battles.
Guys, I battle.
He helped with the battles. Okay, so now you know it's a good video. Now you know it's a good video. Also in the comments, I know we've already done a few things. I got guilty on my radar for what I want to do for Hyperion and Helios. If there, other than the evolution, you know, if there's anything else in specific, I guess maybe the protagonists.
So we'll have those two videos. It's two, right?
No, one big.
Just okay.
Big.
And we have I don't know, midweek. Thursday.
If Ultimate decides to ship,
Ultimate is supposed to be Tuesday, but means could be Wednesday.
I don't know. It depends when it ships. Ultimate, I want to be honest. Ragnar, I thought it would be better, and I was not. Ultimate, well, I mean, Ultimate, I already have a good idea of what it's going to be, so yeah.
I have one more thing.
What about the general stuff for the October is going to be a good month, I would say. There is a few projects we did have to push around, and I do apologize for that, but it's just how it is. But we'll go strong. I'm also getting really busy, especially this time of year, so it's very hard to do videos. So a lot of these short videos, discussions, is probably what I'm going to be aiming for.
So
or even
maybe you can announce this. So
we can.
Yes, we can. Why not?
All right.
So here we go.
So if you are in Canada, in that specific area of Thornhill, Ontario,
means in Toronto,
basically
GTA.
Toronto, yeah, Toronto GTA.
So we organize in the very first tournament.
Our very first tournament.
It's indoor.
Indoor.
Don't worry about the rain. We rented this place. Of course, you had to pay for the place.
So that's why admission is like $6.
Yeah, there's $6 Canadian for admission. And it's indoor.
Indoor.
There's washrooms.
Whoa.
There's Wi-Fi.
No.
There's no food, but there's vending machines.
All right,
so
down.
It's our very first tournament. It's 20 people.
20 is max. And please only sign up if you're in that area. I don't want.
So we have a few pictures. There's prizes. Yeah, these are the prizes for the first 3. We have a giveaway for some other participants. And so there's some pictures how to get there. And we're gonna use for the first time these stands.
We showed this before on our channel.
So we actually unboxed one where we bought extra ones, so nobody needs to be on the floor. And I think it's our first time organizing on our own.
Just go out now. Just go back.
It's limited to 20 people.
So just wrapping up now. If you're interested in the event, check it out. Either way, support the WBO, obviously. Good place for the fans. It's going to be a good experience. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get a video out of it. It's a lot of pressure to do it right, and I know I'm signed out. I don't even know if I'll participate or not. But please be respectful, obviously, and follow any protocols, distancing, whatever, that type of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of where we're ending off.
That's in 2 weeks, this tournament.
2 weeks. This is the only time we're doing promotion for this.
October 22nd, yeah.
And yeah, no, I think it's okay. We've advertised events we went to before, so yeah, we're fine. Okay. Thanks for watching. That's it.
See you guys next week. Bye.